All I see is signs. All I see is dollar signs. Oh, oh, money on my mind. Money, money on my mind. I don't know anymore, so I'm going to read this guy's stupid comment. All right, here's a comment from Johnny Brown. Every time your punk ass seems to go out of your way to instigate and antagonize any law enforcement officer you can. This is on my sinkhole video where they stopped me, demanded ID unlawfully, then was told by their own supervisors that they were not allowed to ID me and I had every right to go where I was going. That's what video we're talking about here. I'm going out of my way to antagonize any law enforcement officer I can. Again, I was on my bicycle going to the media staging area, and I was unlawfully detained and told that I have to produce ID when I don't, 901.151, or else I can't go to my own home or the media staging area. So they broke the law. And this guy's saying that I'm antagonizing them when they're the ones breaking the law. That's how stupid you are, Johnny Brown. Ask me again, I'll knock you down. I'm glad you had to pay out the ass, and props to the judge who threw your disrespectful ass in jail. So he's glad that Davila stalked my wife and retaliated with lack of address citations. He's glad they did that. He's glad they broke the law. He's glad they conspired together. And he's glad that the judge locked me up, threatened me with contempt, never charged me with it. So basically he kidnapped me for 20 minutes. And then he practiced law from the bench and entered a plea on my behalf while I was in handcuffs. So this guy loves unlawful behavior by police. And he doesn't like people who go against unlawful behavior of police and judges. So that's what this guy's into. Unlawful behavior of government officials. You call all cops bad. No, I don't. That's a lie. But heaven forbid, if something bad or horrific happens to your family, I guarantee law enforcement's the first people you'll call for help and justice. Well, actually, no. You're wrong again. Their job is to solve crimes with actual victims. Their job is not to violate the Fourth Amendment, ID people without probable cause. Their job's not to lock people up and enter a plea on their behalf and practice law from the bench. Their job is to help people and get justice. But the whole problem is you're saying I'm an ass because I'm calling them out for breaking the law instead of helping people and getting justice. You're like contradicting yourself. Now here he says, you're a poor excuse for a United States citizen. No, sir, you're a poor excuse for a United States citizen. You don't recognize when judges and police are breaking the law, and you're on their side when they break the law. So you're a poor excuse for a United States citizen. You have no clue what the Constitution says. You have no clue what the ID law is. You have no clue. You watched the video and you just started running your stupid mouth, your ignorant mouth. A United States citizen is more like me, knows his rights, stands on his rights, and doesn't let government trample his rights. You're saying the judge who unlawfully kidnapped me in the court because I said I didn't understand the charges against me. You're saying he's a good guy for kidnapping me and entering a plea on my behalf, and I'm the bad guy. Are you listening to yourself? Look in the mirror and say that over and over again. Shame on you. This is not how you go about making a point or being an activist. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you write the rule book, Johnny Brown, on how to be an activist? Please send me the link because I will read that. I swear to God. I didn't realize there was a rule book on how to be an activist. Funny how I'm getting a lot of attention considering my way is wrong. I can't wait to see your channel and how many views you got since you know how to do it the right way. You are in fact the one being a terrorist to anybody and everybody that doesn't agree with your views. I'm being a terrorist, so I'm doing something unlawful for political aims. That's what a terrorist is. Again, you don't understand common English, you don't understand law, you don't understand the Constitution. A terrorist is somebody who uses unlawful acts of violence for political aims. That specifically describes police and judges. because I haven't done anything unlawful. They kidnapped me. They stopped me. They stalked my wife. They gave me retaliation bicycle citations and lack of address citations. You're the one defending the terrorist. You're the sorry excuse for a United States citizen. You must be a cop. Either you're a cop or just a really, really, really stupid citizen, because those are about the same thing. All right, guys, there's Johnny Brown, the most ignorant comment of the day, probably the week. Congrats, Johnny. All right, guys, subscribe to my channel if you like my terroristic ways of speech. And go to Etsy.com and type in John's Coin Rings with no spaces. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye. Love you. Stop. Why can't I press?